Getting my Zoa in me. I love this shit. So what's happening? All right, guys. Went to the Blues game last night. That was fun. Never caught a puck before. Did that. Um, Gave it to my son, of course. Actually, it came in on the net and then got stuck on the plexiglass in the net. But of course, my 6'3" tall ass got up there, was able to get it down. So, anyways, I wanted to make sure you guys all knew about the free training that we have coming up on February 21st. Sorry, I'm looking at two different cameras. I got Instagram and then all the YouTube and Facebook channels going here. So, free Airbnb arbitrage training on February 21st at 7 p.m. You can register at matthayeswebinar.com. So come to that. I want to see you guys there. Definitely show up. You can ask questions. There's going to be a big Q&A at the end of it. I'm going to be going over the 7 steps of Airbnb arbitrage. So step 1, finding and location, figuring out all that mess. Step 2, running all the numbers. Step 3, contacting the landlords and what to say. Step 4, negotiating with the landlords, how to choose the right landlord and the right property, of course. Step 5, preparing and signing the lease. There's a lot that goes into the leases. When you're doing this stuff, you got to have some language in there to make sure you're protecting yourself. Step 6 is furnishing and stocking all of these Airbnbs. And step 7 is hosting and management. All the automation, all the softwares, all of that kind of stuff that you put together to do all of this, that is very, very important. Plus, I got some bonus stuff that I'm going to go over with you guys and share with you all. So that's going to be at the end, some of the cool shit that we're doing now to get guests to come back to our place that have stayed in the past, how we're capturing the data. I think the data is overlooked so much by a lot of hosts. And one of the reasons why they're doing that is they're relying so much on these bigger platforms to be doing all that stuff. So what we like to do is capture as much data from the guest and all the guests that come in. And we do that through the router. We hook up this pretty cool little box that captures all the data of the people that stay at the property. Also, we have our masterclass coming up. So our Airbnb masterclass is coming up. It is February 25th. It's on a Saturday. We've got 2 seats left for that one. And then the March 31st class, Airbnb masterclass. So if you want information on the masterclasses, you need to DM me the word masterclass, and we'll jump on a call and we'll talk about it. I just want to make sure it's the right fit for you. It's not cheap, but it is cheap if you're going to put action towards it. So you'll be able to recoup that money in a short amount of time. So, we don't make any guarantees or anything like that because you need to be an action taker. If you're an action taker, then the guarantee is written right on the wall. So you guys can do this. My wife and I have been on this Airbnb journey for a while now. We just want to share what we've learned, our experiences, our real life experiences when it comes to managing and operating properties and where to buy them and why. And maybe you can't buy them right now. Maybe you need to stick to the arbitrage side of things, and that's okay too. We've got some of those units going, and they're working very well. I also want to help you guys avoid all the pitfalls. I think that's the biggest thing that gets overlooked is why you pay for a mentorship or why you sign up for courses. And it seems like everybody's got a course now. We've been doing real estate for 20 years, and we've navigated through all these different waters between fixes and flips, wholesales, land deals, farm deals, trailers, entitlement deals, single family flips, duplex flips, long-term rentals. Oh my God, I hate long-term rentals. I still own a ton of them, but we're slowly getting rid of those. I've got some buddies that are just amazing at the long-term rental business, and that's just not my cup of tea. So hats off to them for real. End of the day, you got to do what makes sense for you. And what I've figured out that makes sense for us is buy a piece of real estate and get somebody else to pay for it. That is literally the best 401k that you can possibly do. And if you don't believe me, I can run through the numbers on this with you. It is crazy simple. I can do it on the fly right now. Say you buy a $200,000 house, and let's go the traditional route. And you got to put 20% down, 40 grand down. Okay, well now you've got a debt for $160,000. Well, how are we going to pay that, right? I don't want to pay that. Let's get somebody else to. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to furnish the property and we're going to put a short-term rental umbrella basically around this thing, and we're going to operate it as an Airbnb. So now we're getting somebody else to pay for that asset that we own, that is leveraged heavily with the bank, 80% loan to value. And generally the leverage isn't that much because we always buy deals. And that's what we teach people how to do, is we teach people how to buy deals and don't overpay. And so let's hypothetically say now that, I'm saying hypotheticals, but I've done so many of these because I'm in the Midwest and this is right here in my backyard. But $200,000 house, I now have a loan on it for 160. We stock it full of furniture. We get it listed on Airbnb. Okay, now when I say Airbnb, guys, I mean Airbnb, Booking.com, Vrbo, private hosting sites, all this kind of stuff. Okay, so now we're going to make this cash flow every single month by our guests coming to the property. You have to make sure you choose the right property, the right location, make sure it has the right amenities, make sure you got all the bells and whistles covered, safety, legality, all these things. We cover all that stuff. I've been bit by a lot of things, and the whole point of this is to make sure you don't get bit either. But now let's talk about this one house. Okay, so we got a $200,000 house. In 15 years, it's gonna be 400 grand. If you don't believe me, look at the trends. Real estate has always gone up. Oh yeah, but what about the crash in 2007? Yeah, I was in that crash, right? I get it. I lived through it. I had assets I should not have sold right after that crash. Those assets that were at 400 grand went down, or excuse me, that were at the 250 grand went down to 150, are now worth 400 grand. So real estate will always go up in America. Inflation and appreciation is just going to do its thing. Nails, wood, lumber, shingles, labor, all those things. The replacement cost of that piece of real estate is going to continue to go up. So if that real estate is going to double within 10 to 15 years, and it could happen sooner, do you think the government's going to figure things out? No, the government's not going to figure this shit out. There's no way. They're going to keep doing the same stupid shit they've always done. Printing money, which creates more money in the hands of us, right? And so it devalues it every single day. They do this. And so everything that has value is going to continue to go up, and something that is in demand is always housing. So back to the numbers, 200 grand. I got a loan for 160. I got somebody else paying the mortgage. It's going to be worth 400 grand in 10 to 15 years. I'm going to debt service that thing. So it's probably the debt service, round numbers. Let's cut that in half. Let's say you owe 80 grand in 15 years, or maybe you got a 15-year loan and it's just paid off. Wouldn't do a 15-year loan right now because the way interest rates are right now, you want to get your debt service as low as possible. 400 minus 80, $320,000. You put in 40, you do the return. What do you think? Will your IRA or 401k bring that? As even if I'm half wrong, you're still going to come out crispy clean, or squeaky clean. Sorry. I've done this, guys. I've had large exits on real estate for the past 20 years. This is so exciting. This is so exciting to be in this business. And I want to share that with you, guys. This is my passion. This is what Blair and I do. It's all I think about is putting deals together. And now I've got this free training coming up, matthayeswebinar.com. Register for it. It's free. It's 90 minutes of me going over the 7 steps of Airbnb arbitrage. Those are for the guys that don't have a whole lot of money to get in the business. There's no way to get in this without any money. You're going to need a little bit of money. It's inevitable. I don't think that you should do anything without any money. There's a lot of people that say you can buy money for real estate, no money down. You're going to get this private lender to do this and this and this. Yes, you can get private lenders, but let's get the terms figured out. I would encourage you, let's say you're not the money guy or the credentials guy, but you have the heart and the passion and everything, and you run through our masterclass and you know everything now. Well, now what you need to do is partner with maybe someone in the class that you can partner with. Partner with the money guy. Okay, it's generally not a family member, it's someone who's seen some success in their life. And then you split it 50-50 on the first 2 or 3 or 4 deals that you do. Then once you have the credibility, once you have the cash flow from that business and save up, stop spending money like an idiot, build up some reserves, and now you go take down a deal yourself. You can also get into arbitrage. You can get into arbitrage for probably $10,000. If you were extremely frugal and you negotiated your ass off on the lease, that's probably what you could do. Now, for me, we're anywhere from $15,000 to $18,000 when we do a deal like that. Blair is stocking a property right now for a customer because we just recently opened up property management. We have 3 houses that we're getting ready to, or excuse me, stocking and getting live. One just went live. It's that 77-acre farm in Herman. Awesome family down there. That thing is live. So if you're interested in a winery vacation kind of stay, that's right up your alley. We've got 2 more. One in St. Charles, one in St. Peter's, both for customers. Carl and his wife, and then another real estate organization. They're wanting to do a bunch of them in the area. So we're going to manage all those for them. And we just take a sliver off the top in order to do that. Then, we have our own that we're still renovating. So we've got one in Grafton we're renovating, one over in Dogtown that we're currently renovating. Really cool property in Highway Z. We're really redoing this whole thing. We're going to build a barn dominium and all this stuff, plus keep the main house. Then let's see, the next project we're working on is we're putting small homes, kind of like A-frame, Shoust type homes in our family property out in Warrenton, Missouri. So some getaways. So yeah, I'm pulling the curtain back. I'm not holding any punches here. I'm not pulling any punches, guys. So this is stuff that you can get into as long as you have the right direction. And that's my job, is to help you guys figure out what that direction looks like. And so if you're interested, come to the free webinar, free training. If that vibes for you, cool. Let's have a call. Let's talk. You can DM me the word masterclass if you want to know more about our mentorship and coaching programs. Like I said, it's not cheap, but it does have the jam-packed value. But I'm going to be giving away so much information for free. You are going to be able to get at least a little bit dangerous with potentially setting up your own Airbnb using the arbitrage method. So awesome chatting with you guys today. If you like this, definitely share it. Hit the like button. Follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to bring over my audience to the Instagram. So you can look for me there, the Airbnbist. And if you guys have any questions, I'm here for you. DM them to me, whether it's through Instagram or Facebook, or if you got my cell phone, whatever. I'd love to chat with you and see if we can't get you going in the right direction. So happy Friday to you guys, and I wish you all the best.